Hey drummers, I'm Jim Linsner, and this is Danusha Beats.
Hi drummers.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey Jim.
You're usually just a picture. Get back behind the camera. So have you ever listened to a recording and you heard a drum lick that was so cool that you had to go back and rewind it like 100 times and just check it out over and over again? Well, this happens to me pretty much every time I hear a new recording that has Vinnie Colaiuta playing the drums. He just plays things that are so clever and so creative and so musical that it gives me goosebumps. And today we're going to check out an excerpt from the song Aliens Rip My Face Off by the band Karizma from their live CD called Document. Right around the 3-minute mark, Vinnie's playing this halftime triplet groove, and out of nowhere he plays this straight 8th note fill on the toms. It just sounds incredible. It kills me every time I hear it. Check it out. So my first reaction after hearing that was, wow, that's incredibly cool, but normal human beings like me cannot play things like that. And then I messed around with it a bit more, and I actually discovered that it's really only a Hairta that's nowhere near as difficult to play as it sounds. So let's check it out on the pad. The typical Hairta is just 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, right, left, right, right, left. You can also start that pattern on the 2nd note of the triplet, and that would sound like this. 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1. Okay, I'm going to play that pattern again, but this time I'm going to play it on the pad, and then I'm going to move my left hand to my leg so we can really isolate what the right hand is playing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So you can hear that the right hand is just playing the 2nd and the 3rd note of each triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet. Okay? Let's do it the other way with the right hand going to the leg. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it turns out the left hand is playing straight 8th notes. Let's check out how Vinnie played that on the set. The groove Vinnie's playing at the 3-minute mark in this song is a halftime triplet groove that's very improvised. So I'm going to simplify. The feet are just going to play quarter notes. The right hand is going to play the 2nd and the 3rd note of the triplet on the ride and then the bell, respectively. And the left hand is going to play a backbeat on the 3. Okay? Then the Hairta fill is going to start on the 2nd triplet of the 4th beat. Okay? And for now, I'm just going to play the left hand on the snare and the right hand on the ride cymbal. Next, let's move all the left-hand Hairta notes to the floor tom. Now, let's play the left-hand Hairta notes just like Vinnie did. Medium, small, medium, floor, and then back to the snare. That is a super cool lick. And part of the fun of learning something new is being able to apply it to your band, okay? So when I first learned this, it dawned on me that, well, my band doesn't play a triplet feel like this, but we do play halftime shuffles. So let's check out what the Vinnie lick sounds like within a halftime shuffle. So it totally fits, right? And it turns out this lick works in a bunch of other triplet feels too. Let's go back to the triplet feel that Vinnie was playing, where you play the 2nd and 3rd note of each triplet with the right hand. But this time, let's play the snare on 2 and 4. And I'm also going to change the fill phrase a little bit. I'm going to start it on the 2nd triplet of beat 1 now, and I'm going to let it run all the way through the bar. Okay, now let's take that same idea, but let's move the left hand around the drums. Another groove that this can work in is the double shuffle. If you're playing a blues shuffle, you can play this. And how about like a typical rock shuffle? The one thing about the rock shuffle though is when I play the fill, I like to play the bass drum on quarter notes to have a little low end in there. Check it out. Okay, so that's the Vinnie Colaiuta Hairta Illusion. So what's the takeaway from today's lesson? Well, number one, make sure you listen to as many recordings as possible that Vinnie Colaiuta plays drums on. Number two, make sure you always find a place for that new lick in the music you play. Because when you do that, you play it with your band over and over, and it becomes part of your musical vocabulary, and that's really important. Number three, you do not have to apply that fill in the same musical context that you learned it, okay? Today, we took a fusion fill, and we made it work in rock, and we made it work in blues, okay? So keep that in mind because that can just open a lot of new doors for you. Hey, I'm Jim Linsner. Hit me up for some drum lessons either on Skype or FaceTime or in person. And thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.